Hi, this is Dr. Anima Upadhyay, and in today's video, we will learn about the flash and fire point. We will learn the definitions of flash and fire point and its significance, that why it should be determined. Also, we will learn the names of the apparatus that will be involved for the determination of flash and fire point. But before I start this video, I would like you to please subscribe to my channel and also to share my videos among your friends and contacts. Don't forget to like this video also. Let's begin with the definitions of flash and fire point. So flash and fire point are the temperatures at which a spark is seen or a flame burns for minimum 5 seconds. And they are measured in the terms of degree centigrade. So let's first explain flash point. Flash point is that minimum temperature at which a lubricating oil under test on heating produces enough vapors to give a momentary spark with a rattle sound if a flame is brought near it. And this temperature is called the flash point. Fire point is explained as that minimum temperature at which the lubricating oil on heating produces enough vapors, and if ignited, it burns continuously for 5 seconds if a flame is brought near it. And this temperature is called the fire point. What are the requisites of a good lubricant in the terms of flash and fire point? So to know the requirements of a good lubricant, we should first not forget that lubricants are applied to the machine parts to increase its efficiency and the lifespan of the machinery by reducing friction and smoothing the motion. Now, if a lubricant is applied to a machine which is working at some speed, as a result of its working, there will be a slight rise in its temperature. And this is called the working temperature of the machine. Now, if a lubricant is applied to the machine and the flash and fire point of the lubricant is either low or in close proximity to the working temperature of the machine, then it will definitely cause fire hazards. Therefore, for a good lubricant, the flash and fire point of it should be minimum 15 to 20 degrees centigrade higher than the working temperatures at which the machine works. Similarly, the flash point should be quite apart from the fire point. That is, there should be a minimum 15 to 20 degrees centigrade difference between the flash and fire point. The third important thing is that the lubricating oil should not be contaminated or impure. That is, there should not be any impurities or contamination present in the lubricating oil. Now let's discuss the significance of determination of flesh and fire point. That means why the flesh and fire point should be determined. What is the reason behind determination of flesh and fire point? Already we know that the lubricant is applied to the machinery for its smooth working. So, if a lubricant whose flesh and fire point is close to the working temperatures of the machinery is applied to it, then it will result into accidents. Therefore, before applying the lubricant to the machinery, its flesh and fire point should be determined to avoid the accidents. And the higher the flesh and fire point from the working temperatures, the better is the lubricant. Another important significance of determination of flesh and fire point is that by determining the flesh and fire point, we will come to know that how far is the fire point from the flesh point. So that if any flesh is seen, we will have enough time to evacuate the place and save the lives of the people working on the machines. The third important thing why the flesh and fire point should be determined is that if the lubricating oil has any impurities or contamination present in it, then the standard flesh and fire point of the lubricant which is indicated will be different from the actual flesh and fire point that is determined. And in this case, we will not apply the lubricant which is contaminated to the machinery because it will definitely lead to accident. So these are the important things. Keeping in mind of all these things, we should determine the flesh and fire point of the lubricant before applying it to the machinery. Now, what are the apparatus that can be used for the determination of flesh and fire point of a lubricating oil? So we can use open cup apparatus. Its example is Cleveland apparatus, which is a direct heating apparatus, or by using closed cup apparatus, and the examples are Abel's apparatus and Penske-Martin apparatus. We can determine the flesh and fire point of a given lubricating oil. The Abel's apparatus is an indirectly heating apparatus where the lubricating oil is heated using the water bath. And Penske-Martin apparatus is a direct heating apparatus where the lubricating oil is kept directly on the electric heater. So these are the three apparatus that can be employed for the determination of flesh and fire point of a given lubricating oil. Here are the images of all the three apparatus. This is Cleveland open cup apparatus. You can see this apparatus. The brass cup in which the oil is taken is open. There is no lid on this. This is Abel's closed cup apparatus where this is the water bath in which the brass cup is kept, and it's a closed cup provided with a lid and indirectly heating apparatus. This is Penske-Martin closed cup apparatus. So here this is the brass cup. It is kept inside this dome shaped container which is directly kept on the electric heater. So these are the various types of apparatus that are employed for determination of flesh and fire point of any given lubricating oil before applying it to the machines. In my next video, I will explain the determination of flesh and fire point using Abel's closed cup apparatus. So thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Keep watching. Take care of yourself and bye-bye.